Hey guys, hopefully there are people out there who can hear, see, witness, be there. Hi, sorry I left you guys hanging for a few minutes just watching the ready up screen. I'm still trying to sort out life. And apparently I've got some feedback. Let's kill that. Good work. Always remember you've got the device on the laptop with sound on. I've been sort of in the middle of moving house, so yeah, I got a bit distracted. Had to get some stuff sorted out before I could come on, but hopefully you're having a good time. Today we are in the second race of the F1 Beginners Series, and we're going to be racing at Baku, which should be an interesting challenge with the castle section. We're going to do a few laps of practice, unlike last time, because I am substantially worse around Baku than I am anywhere else. Because I always time the entry to the castle section wrong, and yeah, kind of important we get that right, because you'll remember last week we may have had a small meeting with the wall under a safety car because someone braked way too early under safety car, threw me off whilst I was reading the chat, which was not ideal. Yeah, saying we're in spectator mode, that's not ideal, because I'd like to not be in spectator mode. Why would it let me do that? Take control, that's what I want. Make sure I've got the sound off on there. I don't, but we'll add a touch. And hopefully I'll be able to hear it. Hopefully, if not, we'll just make do. You guys, I think, can hear things, which is the important thing. I think I've got a Baku setup saved. I hope I've got a Baku setup saved, otherwise we're going to have to do a setting up of the car. Baku, I do have a Baku setup saved. Good. Good, right.
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets busy. Let's get a few laps under our belt.
But hey to everyone out there, I don't know how many people are watching because I cannot see that information from where I'm sitting. But, you know, this will be both live and, of course, on the channel later, so we'll see what happens. It will be nice to get a good lap out of things at Baku, I think. That would be the ideal. Oh, I hate that corner. Really hate that corner. Every single time, it just drives me mad. Really hoping to at least finish the race today, I think. But I generally, against top AI, I generally get a decent enough performance at Baku. So I'm not overly worried. The guidelines are on, by the way, just because I've not played the game in anger in quite some time. And I don't want to forget what my breaking points are for things like the castle section. Because otherwise we're not going to finish the race. The castle section, for those who don't really know F1 terribly well, is coming up just about now, and it is notoriously the toughest corner in all of F1. You've really got to brake in, well, brake and turn in. Trail braking is the technical term as you come into that corner. Otherwise, you just have no chance of making that corner. You will just plough into a wall.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
That's good information from our engineer. Yeah, just little things to pay attention to are going to be making sure we get through the castle section, making sure I don't hit the wall heading into or out of the castle section, because it's quite a tricky technical track this, and just hoping for the best when we actually get into race conditions, because that's going to be really key. We're on our first flying lap now, so we'll see what sort of times we're putting in. Hopefully it's something respectable. Also, this curve on the inside of this corner can be an absolute heartbreaker, as we've seen in real life. Number of cars who've tried to cut really tight through that corner, hit the curb, ended up being kind of flung back out the other side towards whoever is going around the outside of them. Something to watch out for, especially on the first lap today. That's going to be a real concern. Lots of corners where trail braking here is the best way in and out. We'll try and cut through there nicely, cut through there nicely, very close to the wall, really squeaky bum time as we come through there. Through here is especially hard. Almost have to stop to get slowed down enough to get through it. Just barely make it through the castle, out through the other side, and get a good exit here, that's not a bad exit as these things go. We'll see how this goes. The race, for anyone wondering, happens in about 15-ish minutes time, or quali at least happens in about 15-ish minutes time. This is just the practice session before we're in the F1 Beginners Series, and yeah, it's proved challenge. So there's some good drivers in this, there's some not so good drivers in the series, as we discovered to our cost last week. But as long as I can get myself a good enough quali position whereby I can be among the better drivers, I should be fairly safe. But we will see how that shakes out. I'd like us to do something with it.
That lap puts you in P2 with that last lap.
P2 is not too shameful. We'll take P2. I don't know how many other drivers are on track, but we'll take P2, especially on a set of hard tyres, because this track really doesn't favour hard tyres. You'd think it would, because, you know, lots of tight corners, lots of weight, lots of places you can get temperature into the tyres. I never really seem to feel like I get great laps on hard tyres, so we'll cross that bridge as we come to it, try all the way through the corner. Comes up so suddenly, there's really no other way of doing it. Back through there, slight lift off, replace the wall. We're about half a second up coming through the split, that's ideal. And again through that corner, have to almost stop. Come really, really short on the wall there, just miss it. And then this section is where time can either be made up or lost in instants. We'll see how it goes. Get ourselves out through this corner, into the braking zone. Tight turn in, try and stay off the wall. We're 3/10 up already, that's good. Let's try and turn in there nicely and power out. And hope this gives us something good to go on. I just want to hit the wall on the way through here, because if we do, we're in trouble.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Rain is never ideal. Open the DRS and we'll see how we go through the end of the lap. Almost touched the wall. It was fine, I was paying attention. That's still 3 seconds off of the fastest time. Even if you adjust for the tyre difference, that's still a second and a half off, more or less. I mean, it will all come out in the wash in quali, but yeah, very interesting to see how the other times are looking. Yeah, I don't know. This could be a long slog. This Knoll guy, from what we saw after the last race while we were off, or after we crashed out, he looks really good. He doesn't look like a beginner in any way, shape or form. His lap times are very close to esports lap times. He may just be in this to make a bit of a mockery of the whole thing, if I'm honest. So really, second place is the championship here. I say that having just grazed the wall.
Be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
And I feel like we will lose a front wing at some point during this meeting. It's almost inevitable. There's so many tight corners, so many walls close to the track, so many cars so close together. This is going to be won and lost by who can stay out of trouble, really. I mean, our best bet of beating Knoll, realistically speaking, is going to be hoping he hits a wall. If he hits a wall, especially when he starts lapping back markers, then we might have a chance of getting something, getting onto the podium, but I don't know otherwise. I just don't know. It's so tight behind him. 194 mph through the speed trap, that's good magic. We'll keep going, see what occurs. Another 10th off of our lap time, but we're still 3.3 down. And that's not going to improve a lot going through without part of our front wing. I'm guessing it's the end plate missing, but I can't see from where I am. That's not ideal. You can see we're losing on the straights already. Try and bring that round, hope for the best. Probably didn't brake as early there as I'd have liked. Definitely didn't brake as early there as I'd have liked. It's going to be a pit in lap. This is an in lap now.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Definitely an in lap now, because we have done
Your front wing is damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
Yep, very aware, Jeff, very aware. Oh, this is going to be a long race. It's going to be a very long race. Oh dear. Okay, well at least we made it through the castle without slamming it nose first into a wall, which is beneficial.
You have a lot of wing damage. Box for a new one.
Box for a new wing, yeah, probably something we should do before I fully total it. I just have no turning at all.
That looked bad.
No
Are you
turning.
alright? Let me know you're alright.
Could not turn in at all. That was not ideal. This race is going to be tough technically, mentally, above all else. I don't know if I have the ability to show you guys replays on here. I don't think I do. Only a few people have actually even bothered to practice, which is terrifying. Don't think it gives me the option to go in. It doesn't. No one's out on track at the moment. That's good times. Anyone in the chat, hi out there. I can now actually spend some time reading chat, which is going to be interesting. There is apparently one person other than me watching. Say hi if you're in the chat. That will be good. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes today. It could be good, could be bad, could be a nightmare. I can't even remember who it was that put us into the wall last time. I probably should have had a look. I think it was Hooch or Death Racer. Someone slammed us hard into the wall last time, and it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one. The big plan today is to essentially stay out of trouble. Hey Jim Bob, how you doing? Good to see you out there. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna try and stay out the wall today. That's plan number one. Always scares me when you look at the list on the side of the entry list and you see people with stuff like TDS in their name, especially when there's two of them there, when you know they're part of a league or like a semi-organised league rather than whatever this is. You know they're going to be pretty good. But we'll see. Will it let me see anything else other than the pit lane? It won't. There's literally no one on track. Sub-Zero Burned has left the session. Well, that's useful. Yeah, I suspect we will. I suspect staying out of the wall is about 80% of the plan on the grid. I mean, for an online beginner series, Baku is probably not the track to put on the calendar. Always stay hydrated, kids. Yeah, not the track you want on the calendar. It's very tight. It's very satisfying when you catch the brake point just right for the turn in to the castle section. But you've got to get to the castle section. A lot of the walls in the turns going into and out of are very tight. Like, the margins are so fine. I mean, I genuinely feel like, you know, we're talking an inch either way sometimes, and you are in trouble. Especially once you come into sector 2, when you have the sort of the tight chicane in where you come out, you're very close to the wall at all times, and then you go through that tight sort of, I think it's a more than 90-degree right-hander heading towards the castle, and you've got to have one or two wheels on the curb as you go through to make it without touching the wall. It's very close. It's really, really fine margins. I mean, this is the track, I think, of this league season where it will be most important that that we keep, or we try and qualify in the front row. Like if we can stay second fastest, which is a big if because we're still 3.5 seconds behind the leader. If we can qualify on the front row, then it's just a case of staying in front of the trouble, watching Noel disappear into the distance because he will, and just trying to hold on to second is going to be the key. So it's keeping out of trouble, keeping out of the walls, trying to keep people from trying to give you a little love tap on the back end going into braking zones, because that will happen. It is, after all, the F1 29 online mode. It will happen. I'm hoping for a safety car. What will be ideal for me, Jim Bob? What will be the absolute ideal? Apologies for snacking away on wine gums, but I'm starving. Should have eaten before I came online, but I did lose track of time. What will be ideal for me is to qualify in second, get through the first couple of corners safely, have a big pile up in turn one happen behind me, safety car to come out, stay out for quite a while, like 3-4 laps, repeat. That would be ideal, and then I can hold on to second, I can sit behind Noel in the safety car, and then, maybe we'll get a safety car pull in on the last lap. This would be the dream for me, and I'll be just sort of within slipstream range of Noel and just be able to take him across the line. That would be amazing, but it's not going to happen. Because like I said, as long as everyone gets through turn one safely, this race is going to be just random chaos. Random chaos. It will be Sector 2 where most of the trouble happens. I know when I first started playing the F1 games and when they first put Baku on, the big issue was always as well, aside from Sector 2 where it gets quite twisty and goes through the castle section, coming onto the home straight was always an issue because you've got that sort of tight left-right, very high-speed section of S's. And if you get that marginally wrong, as I'm sure I'll demonstrate within the next hour or so, you get that marginally wrong, that wall will eat you alive. It does seem odd that no one's practicing. Like, my practice session got ended, as I'm sure you saw, because I lost the front wing and I couldn't turn into Sector 3. Literally had no traction, no nothing turning in. I mean, I don't know if you can go back and watch things that are live while they're live. If you go back and watch, as I approached that corner, I wasn't just braking, I was mechanically braking. I dropped a couple of gears just to try and get enough traction to get through that corner, and it wouldn't give it to me. And I hate mechanical braking, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you just have to brake with your gears, and it wasn't there. There wasn't traction, wasn't coming. But yeah, especially in a beginner's league, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that no one will practice. It's also annoying that in a beginner's league we don't have resets on the car. But hey, a minute to go until we hit quali. It's going to be interesting. I think I'm probably going to go out quali, certainly for the, well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if because it's one shot quali. I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure if top 10 still doesn't get to change tyres going into the race. Because if they don't, I might just try and quali on hard tyres. Because I think that might be a plan. Who do you know, Jim Bob? Which of these guys is your boy? Maybe you can shoot him a message and we'll James uh, James Rains. Because he's not in the session right now. He needs to get himself logged on because he's gonna miss out. But also, you know, he can be streamed live on the YouTube, and you know, it'd be nice to have a guy who can be a pseudo teammate. Might help us get through. Might help us get through quali a bit better. Help us get through the race a bit better. Looks like he's just logged in. Yeah, it'd be nice to have someone I can share a tow with. Maybe that'll help us get closer to everyone. You never know. Stranger things have happened. The trouble when you have a beginners league like this is you just... Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it's the thing with this is as well. You have to be able to rely on everyone around you. It's just you can't rely on someone understanding that you're trying to leapfrog a slipstream. Because they think you're racing them rather than just trying to share a tow. But we'll see. I think we're going to go... Smart player's going to be soft tyres. Smart player's going to be soft tyres. We've got to get on the front row. Because I haven't got practice times from everyone, I don't know where we're at in terms of speed and tyre choice. So I've got to take the gamble. I have to take that gamble. Let's just hope I can strat it out. I'm gonna need some Jimmer level strat. That's gonna be the plan. Get some Jimmer level strat. Hope for the absolute best here. Right, let's go on to the one shot flying qualifying, and we'll see where we come in. Right, I apologise. You know, I'm gonna have to ignore chat for a moment because otherwise I'm never ever gonna get through this in an effective way. Noel's dropped out of the session. That's interesting. Maybe he's just decided to deliberately take the 20th just to make it a challenge for him. That would be very interesting. Almost turned in too early there. Very close to turning in too early. Turn out of there. Get that right. That looks okay. That looks like a winner. Go deep into the corner. Good. Quick switch back there. Nice and straightforward. And we will hit the... I hate this corner. I really hate this corner. Always hate that corner. I always either brake too early or too late. Made it through the castle though. Didn't hit the wall. That's a winner. That's a straight up winner. Back through here. Right. Let's focus. Get through this section. There's one more tight corner to go. Corner curb. Thought I'd miss it. I didn't. Let's really brake. Good work. Okay, we're making it through. We're making it through. Hit this turn, good. There we go. And now it's just making it through the quick S's in a way that will work out for us. Had to lift off a little bit there because otherwise I was going to hit the wall. I caught the curb on the way out and I could feel the back end going. Just over the line, we'll see where we qualify, hopefully somewhere strong. First, pole position. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. I know I'm going to get chased down by Noel all race, but that feels good. Be very interested to see what the gap is. 0.6. Oh. That feels a little bit dirty. I'm not going to lie. Also, notable that that's 3 seconds faster than I was in practice, which is good. And James is right behind me, so he just needs to follow me through. That's his mission. Just follow me through to the end. Don't overtake me. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this goes. It's going to be a big strat play today. It will be a big strat play. Let's see what we've got strat-wise. There's probably an argument. We're doing 13 laps. I can probably drop some fuel, maybe drop a lap of fuel. I don't tend to run in high engine modes anyway. Edit that strat. That's that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right, 5 red lights. Away we go. Right. We'll watch the mirrors on turn 1. Make sure nothing goes terribly wrong. We've made it through. We've made it through turn 1. Hopefully all the drama is behind us now. There was a yellow flag. I saw that in the corner of my eye. But we are moving
VSC
away.
deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down. Maintain a positive delta. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
I did slow my pace immediately, Jeff. I don't know what you want from me.
VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
We're away. Okay. Hope nobody tries to dive bomb me through the castle. I've seen it happen. It hasn't happened this time. Okay, we're through. We're clear. We're away. Everything behind me seems to have disappeared. There's definitely
Alright,
yellow
well done off
flags.
the line. We're in a good position.
Someone definitely hit the wall in the castle section. Someone's definitely taken a chunk of the wall in the castle. But that's good. That means we can just kind of take it a little bit easy. We'll see where we're at. 2.8, okay. So the guy behind me just made it through before the chaos started. But also it's a nearly 3-second gain on lap 1. That's packed up horrendously through the castle. I just saw that on the mini-map. That's horrendous. Those guys are a pit stop behind me already, and it's not even at the end of the first lap. Oh, that's magic. That's absolute magic.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car.
Oh,
Reduce
virtual
speed
safety.
immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I'm doing my best, Jeff. Doing my best, buddy. I don't know what you want from me.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Okay, clear.
VSC coming up mid-corner was not ideal. We'll see how this goes. See how this goes. Alright, 4.7 seconds ahead. That's good time. As long as we don't need a wing at any point, we should be okay. Oh, just made it. Just made it. Every time, slightly having kittens when I come through the castle section, because I knew I'd gone in slightly too quick then. I knew I'd gone in slightly too quick to have full control of the car. But things are looking good. Make that turn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. And now we should be making our way clear. I'd expect us to come across back markers fairly soon. I'm not feeling like I'm under pressure enough that I need to, you know, hassle back markers when I come up to them. So that's the strong thing. and I'm sure I will get there. It was James that crashed. Excellent.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Man's done me a favour. Good stuff. Because this gap is going to open up. I don't know where. I don't know where Noel is. Obviously, Noel didn't qualify, which means he started back of the grid. And he will have got caught up in the pile up at the castle section, which will have slowed him down, because he would have chased me down. Like, let's not make any bones about it. He is 3 seconds a lap quicker than I am. Under normal circumstances. He was last week, he will be this week. So it's really just a case of hoping the traffic between me and him and the accidents that will keep happening is enough to make things work. Show Me Your Mice is not far behind either. He's closing. I'm not really going full pelt, I must be honest. Partly because I know a podium is largely guaranteed unless I crash out at this point, because between me and third place is something like 30 seconds. And we're on lap 3, like it's mad. Quick lift off there, lost the back end. Let's not power through the loss of a back end. Oh, made it through that just. This is hairy. This is hairy. We'll see what we can make happen. Let's keep going out through this section. He is closing. Show Me Your Mice is closing at about 0.2 a second-ish. Which is sustainable, but not ideal. And also, this just to make Baku even harder than it needs to be. It has the hardest pit entry in F1. It's so difficult.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Just trying to hit the wall there. That was close. Turned in maybe a touch too early.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
A second a lap? You serious? Wow. All right. Looks like we're hoping for second then, because I don't know. I'm pretty good defensively, but I don't know if I'm good enough defensively to hold him up on that back straight. That's not the one. It's not the one you want to be holding anyone off defensively on. Make sure I hit this corner right though. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. And the exit came up nice for me. Got to hit this corner properly. There we go. Slight trail brake, but it will do. We'll hold up and on the castle just slightly early on the brakes, but that worked. Got the turn in out this section. Happy days. And away we go. Right. And it is possible that Show Me Your Mice has his engine turned up as well, actually, because I haven't gone into high engine mix in a while. I've been saving it just in case I do have to defend late in the race.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
So I haven't forgotten the extra fuel is there. I'm just saving it because there's no point burning it unless you need it.
Green flag.
Show Me Your Mice is retired. Oh, he caught the wall through that back section, and that's interesting.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Push now? Where would I push? The guy that was catching me has just crashed off, and I'm 26 seconds ahead of third place. I can see you're in the chat, Jamal. I'll catch up properly on it when I come in for the pits, because it's just off to my left and I can't see the screen when I'm looking at the chat. And last time I got distracted trying to read the chat under the safety car last week, and the guy who was in front of me, and I forget who it was, it might have been James actually, whoever was in front of me under the safety car suddenly hit the brakes coming through into the third sector at Melbourne. Just suddenly hit the brakes coming out of a corner. I wasn't expecting it. I had to swerve to miss him, and straight into the wall. It was talking us straight into the wall. All right, now we've got problems. This is why I shouldn't pay attention to chat while I'm driving. It's a good job I've got that 20-second lead. I can take it a little bit easier on the return. I just need to make sure I get through this last corner because that's where it's really, really an issue. Slow right down, make it through there.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
It's a lap earlier than planned, but also, you know, also I need a front wing. And we've just got to make it through. Just got to make it through. Alright, the hardest pit entry in all of Formula 1. And it's going to be...
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
Oh no, it didn't start. Excellent. That means there is a fighting chance I can make this work. I might even get a free pit stop out of this. It's not impossible.
Complete, go now.
It's not impossible I'll get a free pit stop here.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Just about to pass me. He needs to pit still. I'm not on... It's currently disconnected as well, which is not ideal. Yeah, it's... we'll see. Because I've just essentially made a free pit stop because I had 26 seconds on him. Even if he passes me, he's got to come in. I mean, I could let him pass just to give myself track position when he comes out. I mean, if he reaches a stage where he starts challenging me, I might do, knowing I can get it back. Like, I will play it safe, but I'm not going to cry over it. Like, as it stands, it's a strong looking lead. Make it through the castle sections. Concentrate on the castle. Concentrate on the castle. There we go. Such a weird corner. Like, it's my favourite corner to watch in F1, but it's such a weird corner to drive. Killer Raccoon is still losing ground to me, actually, which is not bad. I need to... Oh!
What happened?
Sake.
Let me know you're okay.
I caught the back end on that bloody curve. I hit the curb with the back left tyre and it just shot the back end out from underneath me. And the really annoying thing about that is that obviously the race ended immediately as I retired, so nobody else had even bothered to start the race. Or they'd all left the session or something. But it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Really frustrating. Oh. As soon as I felt the back end go as well, I just hit full brakes. Literally just hit full brakes. I was more than happy to come to a stop. Let Killer Raccoon pass me. Obviously he went on to win the race. But I was more than happy to just come to a complete stop just so I didn't hit the wall. And I just had no purchase whatsoever. Oh. That's garbage. That's such garbage. Oh, to be that close to winning an online race as well. That close. I hope next week's not at Baku. Oh, next week we're at Canada. That's far better. Being at Canada is definitely an improvement for sure. We'll have a quick gander at the track list. So we've done Australia and Azerbaijan. They didn't go particularly well for us. I don't know what's gone on. Oh, the next track up is Canada, then Silverstone, Spa, which is a lovely challenge, Monza, which everyone loves Monza, Mexico can be a drama, and then finishing in Brazil, Interlagos, always the place to finish a season. Always should be a place to finish a season. But I think what I might do is I might leave it there, because that's actually broken my soul today. That's actually broken my soul today in every conceivable way. I will be back next week. I will live stream next week's race. Thank you to Jim Bob for being in the chat, because it's always nice to have someone there to chat to. Those of you watching the replay, thank you for watching. Hopefully there won't be a pile of crap behind me. The boxes for the moving, it's going mad. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all for certain next week. Have a good one.